We can start the session.
Yes, thank you, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
My humble pranams to our Gurus, Jnana Brahma Swami Sundar Chaitanyanji, Pitama, Dhyana Brahma, Dr. Subhash Patriji, Guru Mata Swarnamala ji, Gudakesha grandmaster Sri Prabodh Achyutha ji, Swadhyaya yogi Sri Pradeep Aniruddha ji, and to our parents, organizing committee members Sri Suman ji, Dr. Jayashree Madam, and many other members, and to the participant friends. Today, we have entered into fourth day of this Bhagavad Gita session. Yesterday, we have seen Arjuna is almost losing his strength by seeing their own kith and kin, the grandparents, parents, teachers, uncles, sons, many other people, those who have come into the battlefield, by seeing them all of a sudden, as if he had not thought of this situation to face, he lost his balance. Slowly, that arrow and bow were slipping from his hands. That means he is slipping from, sliding down from the righteousness. His Swadharma, as a Kshatriya, his Swadharma is to establish righteousness, establish justice. But being a brave Arjuna, but lost his confidence, forgotten his duty. That's what happens whenever we come into this type of problem. When we see our own people, my own people, that is selfishness. So he is defending himself for not fighting in this battlefield. He has to tell Krishna about this. He is saying that because many people will die, I don't want this kingdom. I don't want any sort of pleasures. Without them, I cannot enjoy anything. Even this three lokas, even if I get also, I will not fight. Three loka means the Urdhva Adholoka, and Manav Loka. The middle path, we are human beings on this planet Earth we are living. And from this elevation is there for us. We can attain salvation. From this human form only we can attain salvation. And whoever has come into this battlefield, if they are, whether they, because they have come to fight for a cause, whether they win or they may die or anything happens, if they die, they will get Swargaloka, Urdhvaloka, direct entry into the Swargaloka for them, just because they have come here to fight for a cause, noble cause, to establish that justice, that righteousness. That is their qualification. And he is here, Arjuna is defending. Even if I get a Triloka also, means that kingdom, that if he gets all those lokas also, I will not fight. He is with one word only, not to fight. He has decided. Because there will be loss of Jana, all the whoever has come into this warfare, they lose their lives. We know whenever there is a battlefield, whenever there is a war, many people lose their lives. So thinking of this, Arjuna is saying, I cannot see this much loss of lives. I cannot do this violence. Instead of it, if I don't participate in the war, that will be better for me. He had come into the battlefield with sense of righteousness, and for some cause he knows, tried for many years, but still he is with his word not to fight. And saying that if all the, because majority of the Kshatriya dynasty, they all were in the battlefield. Who will live, who will die, we do not know. But this much everybody knows, many people will die. And only the younger, small children are only at home. Above 16, age of above 16, everybody is in the battlefield. So if they all die, what will happen to the ladies? They'll be helpless, in helpless condition. If they are in helpless condition, definitely adharma will take place. They will be seduced, they will be deceived. When adharma spreads everywhere, then crossbreeding starts. The future generations will be out of crossbreeding only. They will not be knowing rules and regulations of our Bharati Sanskriti. They cannot follow, they cannot give the Shraddha Tarpanas to the elders. So all these ancient values will be lost. So that is what Arjuna is feeling. If this happens, so those all things also will happen. So inner stuff, so just for want of kingdom and pleasures, I am doing this much violence, which I am not interested in it. I better beg and live. Like that, he is telling Krishna, and thinking of all those things, he lost his mental balance. So at that time, so those who is the cause for this loss of lives and then spreading of adharma, definitely they will be into hell. Arjuna is the cause, he say, thinking that I am the cause for all these things, so I'll go to hell. So what is the use of fighting for this? Better not to fight is the decision he is time to time he's taking, and he's defending himself. Rather than attaining victory with violence, it's better accept death or leave the field with non-violence. So that is what, this is the best virtue he is feeling. So this, with this, that first chapter is completed, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. So now we come into the second. So whenever there is an end of first chapter, we say that Om Tat Sat. That means whatever the wrong utterance of Ucharan dosha, we say, words or feelings, whatever it may be. So everything will be subsided. Om Tat Sat. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama. Then we enter into second Adhyaya, Sankhya Yoga. So in the first chapter we have seen that Arjuna is leaving Dharma only. Came into the battlefield, forgotten his duty, and then dropping Swadharma, that is Adharma. So because of fear, all these things, what will I gain? He had thought many things. Fear of one step. We cannot move one step ahead. We cannot move forward because fear will always pull you back. Fear of what? Jana, Dana, Yavana. The force, so much force is there in the battlefield. We have said not only that, but so much population is there. And then Dhana, whatever the riches, wealth I have, I may lose all those things. Yavana, that youthfulness. And then mostly prana bhaya, I lose this life, that we cannot compromise with anything. I don't want to lose my life. Everybody is having fear of that. So here Arjuna is also dying, means who is dying? The body. Knowingly, unknowingly, he is not able to know about the soul journey. That's why he had made many arguments, many statements. So this much loss will be there. So better not to fight for it. Let them only take. If they kill me, also no problem. He say. Because he doesn't want to lose his life. Means the brave Arjuna became very coward. So the fear will make anything to anything. Completely U-turn Arjuna has taken. This is by outward look, this may look Arjuna's problem, not Arjuna's problem only. All our problem, this is everybody's problem. In all times, in all nations, everywhere this problem is there. Wherever the human being is there, fear problem is there. When fear comes, we cannot progress. So at this time, Lord Krishna taking the Arjunas as a base, and he is giving a solution to the entire human kind. Because all the human beings must know, whenever there is a fear, you can overcome that fear. You have to overcome that fear. Then only the progress takes place. So the very second sloka. Why? Because this fear and all those things, all the trigunas are there. Influence of those trigunas, that the effect of trigunas, first we have seen, already discussed, just I will touch and move forward. Tamo guna, very lethargic, laziness. I think of myself, just food, shelter and sleep and roaming without any reason. Just time pass it is. I wanted to do time pass if somebody gives me food and shelter. I don't want to work. I don't want to put any efforts for my growth. I wanted to enjoy just simply. And then Rajoguna, that some enthusiasm will be there, but name, fame, and then I-ness, everybody should recognize me. That feeling of pride and prejudice, both will be there. So after that, Sattva-guna, some goodness we will do. And then we think of little bit about self and society. But mainly this likes and dislikes, raga and dvesha, everywhere these qualities plays an important role. As long as these two are there, raga, dvesha are likes and dislikes. So the life will be very difficult. So when sattva guna is improving, then we start looking at ourselves into us. It's like a mirror. It is reflecting our feelings, our qualities. I will be knowing about myself. So when from sattva guna moving upwards, then only I am eligible to listen to this Atma Jnana. So this is in Sankhya Yoga, second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the second and third slokas, what Lord Krishna does, he first tries to scold Arjuna because he is in Tamo Guna, because he doesn't want to follow his Swadharma, and moreover, he wanted to become like a beggar. I just have to live, that's all. I don't want this violence. But he has forgotten this is the way of doing justice, that he has completely, his goal is, he has forgotten and he wants to become a beggar. But whatever the guna he had, it will not let him lead the life of a beggar. That he is not understanding. So here, Lord Krishna thought, this is the time I have to give him the knowledge, the spiritual knowledge, that is Atma. So first I have to bring him out of this tamoguna, because he knows about Arjuna, what his qualities, what his attitude, what is efficiency. He knows all those things because he is a very brave person. And then he had many victories. He tries to protect the dharma also. So that's why he is saying, Kutasva kasmalamidam vishame samupastitam anaryajustamasvargyam akitikaram arjuna. Kutasva kasmalamidam. From where did you get this weak mind? Vishame samupastitam. This dire need, hour of crisis, this is, we are in the battlefield. Where this weak mind, timidity is lying in you. Anarya justam asvargyam akirtikaram Arjuna. Arya, anarya. This we have to know. We are all Aryans, respectable people, means following values. Those who follow value, they will be respected in the society. Anarya means disrespect, because those who do not follow dharma, they cannot be respected. So, anarya justam, you are doing this act at this time. That does not belong to Aryas. You are an Aryan. You are a respectable person. Whenever there is a problem about dharma and adharma, our understanding, lack of understanding, that we can call ignorance. Whether if I follow in this warfare, whether it is ethical or unethical, he is thinking unethical only. Warfare. You are not discharging your duty. You will be insulted for the ages. Everybody will remind you with your misact at this time what you're doing. So be conscious about it. Whatever the weakness of mind at this time, this is not your character. Maybe at this time you might have got, but you never had this type of characteristic thing. If you understand about this weak mind, why it has come, if we go into the truth level, definitely it will, you can come out of it. Akirtikaram, anadya justam, akirtikaram, aswargyam. If you participate in the war, whether you live or die, if you live, you get the kingdom. If you die, you will hatova prapsise swargam, hatva va prapsise swargam, jitva va vumshe rajyam. In the second adhyaya only it will be there. If you lose your battle, if you die in the battlefield, you will get swarga, swargaloka. There also you can happily you can enjoy those swargaloka, whatever the pleasures are there. If you are alive, then you will get the kingdom. Here, Rajya Bhoga. So either way, you are getting the benefit of it. Why you are thinking of something else? He Akitikaram, this is which will defame you for ages together. Neither you get that Swarga because you are not participating in this warfare. And forever, everybody will remind you as a coward. All these days, you have won many battles. Vijayi, you are given a title. But now, you will get the title of a different thing. Because you are running away from the battlefield. So here in the third sloka, still more, he is giving that medicine through which he can come out of. Klaipyam masmagamaha partha naitattvayupapadyate chudram hridaya dorbalyam tyaktvottishta parantapa. Chudram hridaya dorbalyam. Chudram, very petty, very cheap. Hridaya dorbalyam, weakness of mind, weakness of heart. Na etat yupapadyate, na etatva yupapadyate, na etat yupapadyate. This is not suitable to you. This is not the one you. And this quality is not in you. Shudra hridaya dorbalyam, weakness of mind. This attitude you never had before. Tyaktva, leave that timidity, and this Clybium is one meaning is timidity, and the another one is impotence. You are not an impotent. This is purely your weakness of your mind. Tyaktva, leave this mental weakness. Weakness is death, Vivekananda says. Courage is life. So leave this weakness. Tyaktva, leave it. Uttishta, arise, awake from that weakness of mind to just come out of it. Think of your previous victories, how much you have done to protect the dharma, how many victories you had. Think of those moments. Leave this present moment of this weakness of mind. You had so much glory. You had so many victories in your count. So all those things, and parantapa, those who can play with make the Shatru, the enemy. You can defeat the enemy. You can chase the enemy. So many enemies are in us. Oh, who are those enemies? Kama, Krodha, Mada, Moha, Lobha, Matsarya. Kama, Krodha, desires. Krodha, anger. Mada, Dambha, Darpa, egoistic. And more than me, no one is there. Moha, infatuation, illusionary world, whatever it is there, we don't see that. Whatever is not there, I feel like I am the body conscious level, though I am a soul. So whatever it is there, I will not be able to see. Whatever it is not there, that I feel that I am. Now, present moment, what he's feeling, violence is non-violence, non-violence is violence he is feeling. Whatever the righteousness is there, that he is feeling, that is not unright. So he is looking at the other side of the world and feeling it, taking it inside. So these are the obstacles, kama, krodha, mada, moha, lobha, matsara, the greed, matsara, jealousy. All these feelings are in us. Somewhere it will act. So you have to clear all those things. You have to fight with these inner enemies. These are the cause for your weakness of your mind. In different angles, they are acting on you. So here he's saying, Na etat vipavadate. This is very important in this sloka. This is not the you. This characteristic is not in you. You are looking a bit different at right this moment, but you are not that. So when we see this particular thing, Arjuna's incapability, Lord Krishna is focusing on that. If we analyze this with, he is trying to bring out his inner potential, that braveness. And if we can understand this, he is trying to protect his self-respect. He is protecting that self-respect. He is falling from his righteousness, his duty. That he is making it mentally strong. He is protecting him from his fall. He is trying to raise him to his original position and then put him in a righteous path and to move forward. He wants his progress. Once here we have to see that Lord Krishna means the God wants everybody's progress. Lot of opportunities. Life is full of opportunities. Many opportunities are there, but whatever it is in my mind, I will catch that. And then I try to go in that, but he will try to show all paths. So many opportunities. There is this, in Telugu, there is a saying, Setakoti Daridraliki Ananta Koti Upayalu. Previously also I mentioned. Daridralu means for the downfall, there are so many ways. But at the same time, Setakoti, Seta means 100. 100 crores of problems are there. But there are Ananta Koti solutions are there. Parishkara. Ananta Koti Upaya is there. So don't worry. Problems are very minor and then solutions are many, many in abundance. But our little mind, narrow-mindedness goes into that problem only. Not thinking of solution. Now, the present condition of Arjuna is that one. So he is trying, na etat hyupapajyate. You are not this. Your attitude not this. Your character is not this. You are something else. So he is trying to bring out his original glory to him. He had not mentioned this weakness is in you. No, not in you, he is saying. So that is where the teaching technique, if I speak it in a negative way, he will have a downfall. What is this? You're doing like this. No, you are not like this. You can do wonders. If I say that encouragement part will be there and anyone can move into a progressive way. So Lord Krishna is saying, doing the same thing here. He is saying, this quality should not be in you. Not that this weakness in you. This quality should not be in you. Your qualities are totally different. So here, the first Naitatva Yupapadyate, if we leave it, that will lead to a downfall. But the second sentence, this quality is not supposed to be in you. Your attitude is totally different. Your personality is totally different. So he is trying to focus on his glory to bring him back into his original position. So this is what he is sowing a hope in Arjuna and making him enthusiastic and making him realize for what he has come onto this battlefield. He has to establish dharma and nyaya. That Lord Krishna is trying to do in this way. That is what one teacher has to do. This is a personality development class. Never discourage anyone, trying to encourage so that the person, if you are encouraged, so I start thinking of it, how can I do that in a better way? So with love and compassion, we can bring the result what we want. Every person, if he is given love and compassion, if we show, definitely their lifestyle will totally become different. But if you focus on that self-respect, if it is lost, if you discourage them, the self-respect will be lost. Then he is not suitable to anything. Though he has that ability, but he cannot perform his task. So here, Lord Krishna, or we can say the truth. What is the truth? As a God, we can say, God is always gives so many opportunities to for the race. So here, in the form of Lord Krishna has come to make him raise from that position, fallen position. So here the difference between an animal and a human being, he's showing the difference. For an animal, if you beat with the stick, he will take the beats, and then if you put grass, immediately that animal comes and eat. But if you say one word to a person, it will be he will remind for time many times, and then that self-respect will be lost, that he will not forget. So for man, if you say one word, that is for negative or positive also, Vakshetra Mahima, the glory of Vakshetra, speech area. If you say one word for one person, that will give encouragement. So here, what Krishna has said it, that na etat upapadyate. Tyaktva, leave that mental weakness of your mind, thinking of your glory, past wins, and come out of it and perform your task now. Because now you have to fight with your inner that we have weakness, and then come out and you have to fight that. You have to take part in the battlefield. That is what means. If an animal, if the hunger is fulfilled with the grass, that is enough. But for a man, self-respect is very important. So we should be very careful about our uses of speech. That is what Gudakesha in always, everywhere, be aware of your every field, every walk of life. Awareness program. Our Gudakesha is awareness program, 24/7. In every minute, every breath, with that awareness, we have to be there. That is what the training is giving to us. So here also, the same program is continuing with Arjuna also. Arjuna and we are the same with the normal ordinary persons. Time to time, we lose our energy. We lose our balance, mental balance. We think of a negative thing. Immediately, our breath is our guru. Patriji sir says, observe your breath. In Gudakesha program also say, whenever you think of something else, observe, come back to your breath, and then observe 3 breaths you take, deep breaths. So Prabodh sir teaches us. So like that, we have to always come back into our original position. So he had uplifted his that fallen position to higher, to the sky. Almost he had taken him to that. The sky is the limit, we say, that position. So now that he had presented that feeling of thinking that I can do this, that sort of energy he had given to that Arjuna, that thinking ability had created by saying that unless I think of myself, I cannot perform the task. So to Arjuna also, he had given that same thing. So whatever till now he is feeling that lacking, now suddenly that past glory, he had thinking of it, and he had come back into the position. Then this particular teaching is not an ordinary teaching in the battlefield. Battlefield means our life is a battlefield. Every minute something uncertainties happens. I lose my balance. I start thinking in a negative way. But whatever the sat karmas I do, the good deeds I do, that will come to help me. So always keep doing good deeds. So even if I lose balance also, that will help me. That is only the godliness. Here, that what here the Lord Krishna has done, an ordinary person to Manishi, a special person. Manishi to Maharshi, Maharshi to Madhava. In Krishna, this Krishnavatara, especially if we see in the battlefield, means life is a battlefield. We have to think. At that time, he had transferred that spiritual knowledge. Whenever I fall in this illusionary world, then that education comes. I will be given that education because of my satkarmas, and that will be transformed me into ordinary person to a very special able person to Maharshi level to Madhava level. Nara is Narayana. That's why Nara Narayana, Arjuna, and then Krishna is in one chariot. The next level is yours, that Madhava, Narayana. That human being becomes the God. The controlled living being becomes the supreme controller. Jivatma is Paramatma. Dehe devalaya prokto. Jivo deva sanatanaha. Tyajyet ajnana nirmalyam. Soham bhavena pujyet. Shankaracharya says this. This body is only devalaya. That is temple. Jivo deva sanatanaha. From ancient time onwards, immortal times, Sanatana Dharma speaks that you are the God. Realize yourself. Yadyet ajnana nirmalyam. Whatever the ajnanam, kamakrodha, madama, lobha, matsarya, that is only ajnanam, ignorance. Tyajet, leave it. Soham bhavena pujayet. Sa aham saha. Aham saha means that Bhagavan. So here also it's the same thing, the same teaching is going on, because that teaching style of our ancient teaching style, all our gurus, they have trying to, whatever the inner potential you have, they are trying to uplift you always. That is what Sadguru does. Sat, he or she. Guru means removing your ignorance is his duty, but you have to surrender to them. That is another thing. So here, what Bhagavad Gita means, this is spiritual science about my soul. What is science behind it? That is, the teaching is going on here. With this spiritual knowledge, one can solve their problems. We can find the truth. We can realize the truth. We can remove the ignorance, and we can lead a blissful life. What am I? I am Ananda Swarupa, basically. But I forgot because I am in an illusionary world. As Arjuna forgot his ability there, like that only with everyone it happens. We forget our ability, our efficiency. Then when Lord Krishna said, Na etat upapadyate, this is not into you, this is not the you. Then slowly the movement started in him. Something Lord Krishna is saying about me. That encouragement is coming into me. So he got activated. So when slowly that movement has come, immediately the Krishna said that Tyaktva Uttishta, arise, awake. So small issue, we made it a bigger issue. Small problems always we magnify it. Every problem is very small, but because of ignorance, we try to magnify it and we do not know the solution. But that's why he's saying, come on, Uttishta, arise. And then Parantapa, because weakness is only, whatever the weakness you are feeling, that is only your enemy. Come out of it. That is ignorance, Hridaya Daurbalyam. You have to kill your inner weakness, Antashatru. That weakness is only in you. You have to kill that first. Come out of it. Then you can do in the outer world. Inner world, we have to conquer. Mastery over the sleep, Gudakesha saying, see, this is not only the sleep, but we have so many things in that controlling the sleep. We have to control our feelings, control our food habits, controlling our movements. Many things will be controlled slowly in that Gudakesha program. It is controlling sleep, is not direct. Whatever is linked with that, all will be controlled. One is sleep, one is ignorance. This is controlling the sleep means controlling the ignorance. So indirectly ignorance, directly sleep. So both will be controlled in the Gudakesha program. So that's what we have to understand. Gudakesha, the title has been given to Arjuna. Why it is given to Arjuna? Because he has done one tapasya. For that, he had surpassed many things. So we also will surpass many things and we will attain our goal. So here, in Telugu, one saying is there, Inta gelichi racha gelubu. Inta gelichi means in the house, you win over your house. House means our inner self. Racha means outer world. Unless I kill my ignorance, I cannot win outer world. So where this much encouragement had given, this much courage that Krishna has given, still what I should do, what to follow. Then he says that Karpanya doshopahata swabhavaha pruchami tvam dharma sammuda cheta yasyasyat nishchitam bruhi tanme Sheshyasteham sadhiman tvam prapannam. This is a very, after those two slokas, another key sloka is from Arjuna. Karpanya doshopa apahata swabhavaha. Karpanya dosha. I have some weak points. What is that? Kripanatva, greediness. What is the greediness? Let them see what he had to do that he had forgotten because of fear. His dynasty will be completely eradicated. He will lose his body. Fear of losing self, fear of death. So many fears in Arjuna at that time. So he's saying that is a greediness. I'm trying to save my life, my dynasty, my people, selfishness. Greediness is selfishness only. So this is dosha. This is weakness. Weak point one is Karpanya dosha apahata svava. Whatever the intelligence I have, that is been taken away. It's what happens. If I am selfish, I forget about the rules and regulations. I try to violate the rules. By hook or crook, I have to win. Like Duryodhana, I become. Let it happen anything to anyone, but I want my kingdom. I won't let anyone come into my kingdom. I become like that. That is greediness. Pruchami tvam. I'm asking you, dharma samuda chetaha, because I am in infatuation. I am in moha. I do not know what about this dharma. Dharma samuda chetaha. I lost my conscious in this. Yes, Shreyas Yat. Yat Shreyas Yat. Shreyas. Prayas and Shreyas. Prayas means worldly affairs. I am interested in worldly affairs. But Shreyas means towards soul level. If I go soul level, I think of welfare of the entire planet, all the planets. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhneha. My prayers will be Loka Kalyana. I will think of. Shreyas means I will do, I'll think of welfare of all. Otherwise, if I am greedy, my people, myself. Prayers means myself. Shreyas means entire universe. I will help for the welfare of the universe. So, yet Shreyas Yat, Nishchitam, particularly, Bruhi Tanme Bruhi, Bruhi Tanme, please tell me. You decide what I should do. Shishyaste, Shishyasteham, Aham Shishyaha, Te. I am your disciple. Sadhimam Tvam Prapannam. You please order me what I should do. Please, I am your disciple. This is surrenderance. Now he had come, slowly started realizing it. Something Lord Krishna is telling me, always he is my will-wisher. Now I have to listen to him. Then he immediately, he surrendered himself to Lord Krishna. Means we also have to surrender to truth, to the righteousness. Then the options will be opened. Yamuna will give the way. River Yamuna has given the way to Krishna. We heard that River Yamuna will give the way to everyone. Options will be opened if I surrender to God. See, when we don't understand, we lose our intellect. That is common thing we have seen already. I myself not able to perform my task at that time, taking the help of someone, those who are in higher level, so they will show us the right path. So here Arjuna is also doing the same thing. He is asking the Lord Krishna, please, you show me the path. What is the best for me? What is the best for the universe? Yat Shreyasya. Sadhimam, form Prapannam. Prapannam means surrender. Surrenderance. Please do order me. I will follow it. That is what he had, Arjuna surrendered to Lord Krishna. We also surrender to our gurus for our upliftment. This great opportunity, golden opportunity is given to me to express few my feelings, whatever the little bit knowledge I have to with you all. The great opportunities given by the Gudakesha platform created by the grandmaster Prabodh Achyutha ji, and I am very thankful to all my gurus and Swadhyaya Yogi Pradeep Anirudh ji, organizing committee members and the participant friends, and to this technology and to this knowledge. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you to our parents. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much, madam. End this section.